Spotify playlists, at first, I was like, kind of sort of like, a million people have Spotify playlists. Like, people have been making playlists for music for how long now. And I was like, at first was sort of like, huh. But it really is funny because, like, throughout life, you have certain people that show you certain songs. Like, I have a friend that we just basically, our entire relationship is just sending songs back and forth to each other, and it's just funny because, like, I would take her advice, not advice, but I would take her suggestions on songs pretty, you know what I mean? I'm always like, yeah, I'm probably going to like this, and I click it. And then but what if I scroll by a link from someone I don't know, I don't click, like, you know what I mean? It's a little different. So now I've started to sort of understand the Spotify playlist thing a little more. And the ones, especially this one that you just made, like, what, last night? The lockout playlist for the MLB lockout, when I put it on immediately, I got, halfway tricked by Kid Cudi. I was like, oh, Kid Cudi and King Chipper on this playlist. I think totally. It was that track popped on first. And then, like, a couple songs later, it was Nipsey and YG last time that I checked, and I was just like, man, this is like a proper playlist, right? Like, how often am I listening? I'm a full album guy as well. I like listening.
I'm trying to become a trusted source, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to put just bunk lists together. I want the list to be good, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense, and that's what's funny is that, like, source. At first, well, and that's kind of sort of what I'm getting at, right? Gracie pissed.
Gracie, chill. Yeah,
she's part of it now. But yeah, so when that playlist in particular, I was just like, this is a fire playlist. Anyone that listens to it is going to have something that they're going to end up liking on this. Obviously, maybe they have to be somewhat of hip-hop heads in a way, but not even. Like, some of that music was like what you consider like somewhat of like pop music these days. That's just how hip-hop is.
Yeah, hip-hop's most biggest important genre.
He's running from me.
Coming to my building, I think. Coming back.
Whoa!
Coming in. Big bugs.
This got blasted.
Yeah, the whole team's on top of the roof of Big Butte. It's
I just got shot out of the sky. I got hyper focused on whatever that thing was.
Oh, great.
I'm just gonna bounce around.
Just keep it. Yeah, keep it moving. Let me try to put some shots on these dudes.
Here he comes, right?
Pushing over to me.
Oh no! I can't get up on this one. I'm dead. Dang. He sees me. GG's, he got
I don't know how many. Alright. Let's push this guy. Oh yeah, this gun sucks.
You have no match.
I fell in the house too. Yeah, no. I got time for one more. But no, yeah, the idea for the Spotify playlist was I wanted to do a spring training playlist originally. And then you were like, yeah, the MLB, they're going under lockout. And I'm like, you kidding me? Well, I'm still making the goddamn playlist anyways. I just call it lockout playlist.
Exactly.
But yeah, the premise of it was when we talked about, who is it, Hanley?
Yep.
I forget. Yeah, it was Hanley in his walkout music.
Hanley
and I was
Ramirez.
like, oh, Hanley Ramirez walkout music. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, so I just started to make like stadium hype music. So if anyone checks it out, it's
whoa, look at these guys.
It's a good workout mix, you know what I mean? I think so. It's all hype music. It's a good mixture. I'll read off some of the joints that I ended up putting together. It was like started with Cole. So GOMD, one of my favorite beats of all time. 0 to 100. Bobby Shmurda. I put Beamer Benz of Bentley just because I remember Beamer Benz of Bentley was Jackie Bradley's. I forget when I went. It just something like that from way back in the day stuck with me. I put the new Carter 5. People sleep on that. The Wayne project. We talked about this. Wayne sounds like Drought Wayne on the new project. I love it. At least a couple of the joints. I put Right to kind of go in with Louisiana. is Juvie. I put Juvenile on it. What's Happening, that album that everyone sleeps on, the Juvie album. I put that on there. And then I put a couple random things, some Nas music. I put Black Republican is one of my favorite Nas and Jay-Z songs. I mean, during that time period when they were beefing, it's the first time they came together on a collaboration called Black Republican. And I love Jay-Z's verses on there. So I definitely wanted to put it on. And then there's a couple other joints that people sleep on, like The Game, man. Like remember we as kids, The Game was like a constant rotation for what we listened to. So I have Too Much on there, even though it might not be a stadium banger. It falls through with like the Nipsey on
I almost
the playlist
feel like
and
I've
everything.
seen someone walk out to the batter's box with that song on, but
yeah, but that's the idea, right? And there's way more playlists to come, but
that playlist is sick, dude. Everyone needs to peep that playlist. We'll have it linked in the description of this video because I really like that playlist.
Got some Cuddy in there. Got Sci-Hi in there, obviously. Got some new Busta that you know.
Yeah, what Sci-Hi song came on? I forget.
That's
Is it Napoleon? No.
No.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, man, Spotify doesn't have all the best music. It just says what's copywritten. We've had this conversation a million times. That's why I'm almost wanting to do a YouTube playlist of like my favorite radio freestyles. You know what I mean? Because you can do that. I think I might do that and share it somewhere.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Because Sci-Hi would be half of that list.
You're gonna come over here. Oh, we got people on us.
Yeah. See if we can get in and then hit the.
Here they come.
Build.
No, I'm going out. I'm not getting stuck down here. He's one tap.
Gun.
Got him.
All I have is grenades.
He's dead.
Gotta get a strap.
He didn't have a gun either. Oh, his homie's on me with a gun though.
Alright, I got something. Keep that thing on me.
I gotta reload this thing. Actually, no, I don't. It's got 20.
Come around this side of the building.
How am I missing those? He's under this thing. Trying to go hit a rip. One tap.
Got him.
Go, baby.
So
trying to think what else. There was a couple other songs that I saw in there that are sleepers, dude. You forget until you're in a rotation. You're letting the playlist play through or even shuffle through and something comes on. You know, it's like you sort of forget sometimes, like, you know, back in the day, like we're just downloading whatever we could find. You know, it's like we're so able to be so picky with music now that it's like you almost
such a
forget
LimeWire
the
kid
feeling.
when I was a kid, dude. Exactly. I downloaded. If I heard the song one time, I knew I could steal it and have it forever. I went to LimeWire and had like 9 things pending download every time you walked into my house.
Well, and you
just
always
some random
had
shit.
The most songs anyone that I knew on their iPod and on their iTunes, like 10,000 songs.
I always had like a 10 gig iPod rocking.
The Ripod had it engraved on the back, said Ripod.
The Ripod. Yeah, no. Now I got the Riphone.
Yeah, now you got the Riphone.
Yeah, but no, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, we came up in an era where I remember going to like a family friend's house when we were kids and then showing me Napster for the first time. I'm like, how do you guys have this? What is this? And stealing songs off Napster. Like, I remember like vividly.
Napster went down for that.
Yeah.
Although it still exists, apparently.
It does still exist as a streaming platform.
Lars Ulrich and Metallica really got them by the balls.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
Oh, of course not. You can't just steal people's music
and
sell it, basically.
I'm gonna go fishing, maybe.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading to, around the edge right now.
No, dude. So, and then before LimeWire and after Napster, it was Morpheus. I had Morpheus as like a torrent thing.
Yeah,
for a
see,
little
I
bit.
don't even remember that one. I kind of fell off once technology got good enough to where I could just...
We were ripping DVDs off Morpheus. We were ripping movies.
No, I used uTorrent.
uTorrent, yeah, I know, but...
and then you go to like... you had to have the torrent loader and all that, but...
This is when
that
DVDs,
was
like,
extremely illegal.
out.
You know what's crazy about that? About just taking people's goddamn, you know, IP and art. I got a letter from the UFC about you know, maybe 15 years ago saying like, you need to stop downloading these. There's like a huge fine for it.
Really?
When I was, dude, I was living at my parents' house. I was probably about 15 years old, and my stepdad
we watched every UFC.
Yeah, we pretty much stole.
There's no paywall then.
Yeah, but here was the thing, dude, is that we weren't watching them as they were happening back then.
No, yeah,
I was downloading old ones, and I was just downloading random ones, and then we would actually pay for them. Like, this was around the time when we watched Anderson Silva front kick Vitor Belfort in the face. We ordered that. I paid for that. But
we also downloaded like the Chris Lieben fight. You know, we were like,
after that happened, I downloaded that Vitor Anderson fight, and I used to watch it. I downloaded it through torrents, but we had paid for it. It's just back then when you paid for a pay-per-view, you didn't get anything from it. Like, you watched the pay-per-view and then it was gone, you know? So I would, like, you know, basically record them or go download someone's recording, and they sent my stepdad, like, came in from getting a mail one day and was like, dude, I just got to notice that, like, you're illegally downloading UFC fights, and they're like not messing around. Like, you need to stop doing that. I'm like, I pay for them, like, you know, every month. Like, I pay for the fights, you just can't keep them, you know? And he's like, well, they're not messing around. Like, you know, you might want to stop doing that, or we're gonna get in trouble. It's on my parents' internet, you know? No idea what a VPN is or any of that at that time. Just young internet days, Wild West internet days.
Right.
I was probably
Uncle
about 15, 16 years ago, you know. What else did
what were they threatening to do? Like, sue you guys or fine?
Yeah, like there was some sort of fine, like FCC or something. I forget how it goes, but there was some sort of fine for it. But they also, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, and this is the same thing that used to happen with music, since I didn't redistribute it, you know, I wasn't out there like showing people it and giving people copies.
Yeah, recreational use.
I'm pretty sure that there wasn't much it wasn't like that crazy of a fine. It's not like I was trying to screw them over. I was just trying to enjoy the fights in a day where you couldn't. And you know what's even crazier, dude, is that we used to have to wait. When I first started watching MMA, it was around, you know, right before I watched the first Ultimate
13,
Fighter.
14.
Whenever the first Ultimate Fighter happened, that's when I started watching it. I watched that whole season, and then Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonner happened at the end of that season. And I'll never forget, like, sitting in my house, and I lived with my dad, my uncle, and
Spike TV.
And and dude, we were literally getting on the phone and calling family members and going, dude, you gotta put on Spike TV right now. These guys are going insane on each other. Like, it was just, someone just came through the porta potty. He sees me. 2 of them. Hit one for 25. They don't seem like extremely confident. Broke the launch pad, only one of them launched. He's under me, they're both back now. Ooh, what's up, dude? Maybe a shot. Down the hill.
Shoot the tree.
Yeah, way ahead of you. 100 shield on that guy with the tree.
Good shit.
Oh, he hit me with a freaking grenade.
Crack that guy's shield right here. He ain't looking too pretty.
I got a guy right here healing. Right under me, one of them. Oh. Eliminated one. I mean, knocked one, sorry.
He's on the ground coming up. 20 blue on this guy.
Eliminated the first guy.
I'm gonna come down.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help here.
I'm with you now. Above.
He's gonna end up getting my pizza. I don't really care that much. I'm just super low on health and shield here. Nice, Rye.
The shield. He's low. He's low.
Good shots. He's healing under us. $17. Whoa! Got him. Not used to that heavy shotgun, dude.
Oh, he's 15 minutes fixed. Alright, I'm dropping these walkers, picking up this.
I'm not used to the heavy shotgun, dude. I literally just tried to hip fire him with it.
You want to try to go to this?
Hold on, I have a pizza down over here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I gotta grab. I don't know where it fell to, and I didn't get the first guy's loot. Oh, look at this. Pizza ended up under everything.
There's another card?
Map?
Grab this card, and I'll grab this one.
Card? Oh, the map.
I keep fucking saying that, bro. They're both kind of going the same way.
Oh, man, I don't really want to grab it. All right, I'll grab it. Screw it.
No, don't worry about it. We'll just get one. Just get one. I got a pizza too.
You have a... I'm not taking it. I don't want to risk my kit. But yeah, getting back to the whole, you know, illegally downloading, that's what it brings me back to when I pop on these Spotify playlists, you know, that you've been making. It makes me feel like a kid again. Like, even music I've heard, but I haven't heard in 10 years that I have no reason to go listen to. And it pops on, and I'm like, oh, this fits beautifully. Like, there's a guy in there, right? Guy in here. Guy in this, whatever it's called. Gas station.
I see him, yeah. I got him.
Finish him for you. That was weird. His homie's probably hiding somewhere too. Yeah, his homie's coming. Storm is on us. You know where he went?
Oh, the knocked guy?
No, the guy. I just saw footsteps.
I saw footsteps. That's all.
Alright, get out of here.
Because I saw footsteps, but he's gonna get his dude up. Whatever.
No, I murdered his dude. I murked him.
Word.
I don't think he can say murder on the internet either anymore. I unalived that guy. So crazy. But yeah, so with the Spotify playlist, like, you know, I haven't listened to you know, Nipsey a lot lately, and Nipsey was one of my favorites, you know, for a while. And I was just like, wow, why did I stop listening to this? You know, so it's nice to have it come back. Makes me feel like a kid again. Dude, why do my slingers keep tossing me backwards?
Back to what I was saying before about there's a gold MK right here. Back to what I was saying before about how Spotify just doesn't have the rockets. Spotify just doesn't have the
Someone's rebooting. Push it.
Pretty close to us too. It's thick a peek.
Oh my goodness, dude, my slingers are messed up.
He
knows we're coming.
He's in this truck.
No, you are. I just shot you. Shot you in the head.
Here, no?
I don't know. I don't like this now, though. We're gonna get pushed.
Alright. Is the other boys coming?
He was rebooting, so this is another team.
You know the dude trying to reboot? That's what I meant.
You getting out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Word. Let's get it. My slingers are really acting funny. I know I sound like a baby back bitch whining, but Jesus. Alright, I'm dropping my pumpy for a pizza. It's worth it.
Oh, speaking of Nip, real quick, one of my favorite all-time projects that he's involved in is Premiere has a... I don't know if him and Premiere worked together, but it came out on Dat Piff, and it was essentially like a mashup between Nip and a bunch of Premiere beats, but it was unheard Premiere beats. It was like a project. It was a Nip Premiere project.
Look at the name of it. Oh my God! Look at all these dead bodies. What's going on here?
I'm gonna have to look it up, but guy landing on us. Rockets right here. Tons of rockets.
I'm full.
I think I might be then too. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Footsteps on me. Whoa, I hit myself? Oh my God, that was pathetic. That was so pathetic.
Yeah, but
storm's coming. Oh my God, more stuff.
probably one of my favorite moments
Drinking this big shield
of
in the
that
storm
time
real
period
quick.
with us being kids.
Go ahead,
and
go.
was
Catch you up. Where's my pizza? Oh,
I have a pizza if you need it. There's a fire pit here. I'm actually gonna hit it. There usually is a fire pit here. I'm 9'd out on.
Is there not
brick.
one there?
Let me know if you need brick.
No, I'm good. I'm 9'd out on everything.
Word. Alright, try to stay close. There's definitely shit popping off here. To the right, dude slinging. To the left, there's a dude.
Yeah, we got a tiny little circle going. Man, I'm just a little. Oh, guy pushing me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in my build. And he just walked through my fucking ramp, which is retarded.
No footsteps. That's just bad playing by me, dude. That's just super, super bad. I don't know. Really bad gameplay by me.
This is ours, right? Nope, it's not. Oh, I'm dead. Trying to fucking eat
Nothing
a fish.
you can do.
So, lastly, before I dip, quick memory that I will always cherish is us when you used to live at your mom's house as a kid was fucking Fedor Brett Rogers.
Oh my God,
dude,
when
we watched
Fedor
the
Emelianenko
Showtime build up
him out
all day. Probably smoked like a fucking quarter of an ounce. You know, got all fucking stoned and was watching Brett Rogers train. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? And we're sitting there watching like, oh, the camp, and then we're watching, you know, the sambo training of Fedor. And then we watched the fight live that day after all the buildup, and it was a good fight. Like, Fedor was
dude, are you
challenged.
kidding me?
Dude.
He got dropped, and then he got his face busted open. Brett Rogers
one of the
pounded
all-time
him.
greatest knockouts by Fedor ever. And it looked like he threw his fucking overhand right from his back pocket. It's like, that's how I remember it.
Oh, he leaned back. His thing came from the floor, came from the bleacher seats.
That's how I remember it. But if you watch it, it's just like a quick, it's just like a quick hook. You know what I mean?
It came from the bleachers. I don't care.
It was wild. It was wild. It was like but it was. I just think of it as in my memory. But no, that whole, we were freaking out, running around the house, like, "Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
That was one of the
He
best
is the greatest
ever.
of all time."
We'll have to share that in the Discord. We'll share that fight into the combat sports section of the Discord.
Oh yeah, totally.
Things fire.
Yeah, it's a travesty he's never fought in the UFC, man.
Well, they had a big deal and they turned it down. But yeah, anyway, not the best. I played horribly today, but it's all right. Make sure everyone checks out the Spotify playlist. We'll link that below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying these quick conversations. And that's Nite at noon today. We're out of here.
Yeah, first I get a pound, break it down in the ounce, then a bounce to another state with a whole lot of weight.